Poverty is killing people every second, and inequality is also rising at an incredible extent, so that the richest 6 people in the world own more than the poorest 600 million people in the world. Hello, my name's Jim Cranshaw. I'm a campaigns officer for People and Planet. People and Planet are a student campaigning organisation that campaign on issues of global poverty, human rights and the environment. And my role within the organisation is as a corporate power campaigns officer, and I campaign on a campaign that's called By Right, which involves trying to use the power of university procurement to drive higher ethical standards in terms of human rights. So it aims at upholding human rights throughout the supply chain of the products that universities buy. I think universities should be taking action on poverty-aware procurement because it's the right thing to do, because they have a lever to pull, a very powerful lever to pull in procurement. And therefore a responsibility to use it, and thirdly because students are demanding it increasingly. It's the right thing to do because poverty is killing people every second, and inequality is also rising at an incredible extent, so that the richest 6 people in the world own more than the poorest 600 million people in the world, and our decisions affect that. We have an incredibly powerful lever to pull in higher education sector procurement because it's worth £8 billion per year, and you can use that money to affect what companies do. For example, People and Planet recently took part in a campaign that resulted in a large clothing corporation allowing unions to organise in all of their factories in Honduras. As a result of students targeting university procurement in order to exert leverage over that company's actions. And finally, students are increasingly demanding this kind of action from universities. Students don't want to wear hoodies that have been manufactured in a sweatshop. They don't want to be eating food that's leaving the farmer in poverty, and they don't want to be using products that are made by children that are denied an education themselves. The most extreme poverty that I've come into contact with has been in Malawi. I've spent some time over in Malawi working for an NGO over there, and some of our friends took us to see some children in the village that were living together, 12 of them, in a straw hut because their father had to go away to work 100 miles away. They were living on their own, and the older children were looking after the younger children, and most of them didn't even have enough clothes, so they didn't even have one piece of clothing. And they'd sort of become the village's responsibility. So that's how extreme poverty is, and our decisions can make a difference to those people.